Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We have an on the water intro. It's almost like I'm a real YouTuber again. But we're back on the Ohio River this morning. Had fun last week, or 2 weeks ago, whenever the last time I was out, catching the spotted bass. And found a couple spots to catch skipjack. If you don't know what skipjack is, to me it looks like a baby tarpon, but catfish love them. And I used to catch them down here all the time with my grandpa Paul. So I want to catch a couple, make me feel young again. You know, back when you had no responsibilities and all you were worrying about is what grandma and grandpa were making you or your parents were making you for dinner. So we're gonna try and catch some of those, and then we're gonna go try and find some bass, some spots, and then maybe fish the creeks, Ohio River, and try and find some largemouth. So let's see what we can do. Baby spot. Baby, baby, baby. That's cool. I said, damn, I already found a piece of wood. Is that fish? Oh, it is. Fish. That's why. Feels the last nib one. It's right there, too. There's giant spots. Giants. Yay! I spotted a bass on a popper. A little fat spotted bass on a popper. At that time I had like 12 pounds. Yeah, I didn't really get the crankbait or everything else. Either one. Just can't find decent ones today. Oh, he is pinned. Little bud. You are super pinned, my boy. Yeah, good job. Nope, don't. Before you get yourself hooked again, you did. Try to listen. Another little one. Oh, popped off. Another little one. Jesus Christ. That's all they are. I better spot up. Hey, popper fish. Oh, little one, but it's popper fish. Yay! Yay! Guys, the small spots are out today. I mean, Jesus freaking Christ today. I don't know what I have. I'm assuming a snack something. I don't know. Don't know. It's big, whatever it is. That's all I know. It doesn't feel like a snack though. It feels like it's like, I wonder if it's a catfish. That's what I'm going with. Going with a kitty cat. I don't know what I got, but it's big. Oh, I got a hybrid. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh my God. I got a giant hybrid. Look at that big old white bass, guys. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Made my day. Oh, spot bass. Better spot bass. Now we're gonna grab the pliers for you, bud. Oh, back. You got a giant carp. Carp. Oh. Okay, he's stuck. Okay. Come on, seriously? Any other time you guys just hop off. So that came up being my personal best hybrid bass I ever caught in my entire life. Came up being just over 5 pounds, 5 pounds, 2 ounces. Absolute giant. For about 15, 20 seconds of that, I thought I snagged a carp until I started pulling them up and I was like, I don't feel like a tail kicking. It feels like someone's fighting, but I don't feel a head shake, so I thought for a cat. And then I kept thinking, I was like, I don't feel him rolling until he finally came up and it was a giant hybrid. So I'm gonna show you a couple combos that I used to catch those fish, the spots and that hybrid, and then go from there. So what got me one fish on my Dominic Extreme 703 is this little tube. It's a pretty cool little tube. I got a little bit of a heavier head, and you go lighter heads on this, but it's a Great Lakes Finesse curvy or something tube. It's hollow, it's pretty sweet, takes their Great Lake Finesse tube heads really well. It's paired absolutely perfect. I have a 1/4 ounce. He does fall a little too fast, so I need to get to like an 1/8 ounce on this, but he got chewed on bottom. And on my DX703, I have a Stratic 3000, 20 pound, 832 to I think a 10 or 12 pound fluoro leader. So I was hopping it and also dragging, and that one fish ate it on the fall. So that was the only fish I actually bit on that. So next one, I caught a couple on top water, not on this top water, but it's on that Cadence 734 CB. I say it all the time, this is the best overall crankbait rod ever to be made. It's very light, it does so many things great. My top water rod has a Corrado DC on there, 20 pound Trilene X9. Really been digging that braid, especially for top water. It comes with my spool super easy, and that Corrado DC, they just swing them. But the top water I was throwing is just a good old Strike King. I don't know if this is actual KVD popper or is it a Strike King popper, but this is one of the smaller ones. I think it's just a baby. All chrome, red mouth. This thing's only like a 1/4 ounce. And that's the great thing about that 734 is that it throws everything. That 1/4 to 3/4 is legit. It throws everything from 1/4 to 3/4. That top water rod, as a top water rod's awesome. And then of course, the crankbaits were on my fluoro version of the 734. I have a Shimano SLX 70 on there with 12 pound fluoro. This guy was getting it done initially, and then when I moved down, or actually moved towards the Indiana side, I was down on the Ohio side initially. Water stained up a little bit, so I went to the 6 cents Crush 50X. Initially was a Crush 25X and a more chrome natural. That Ghost Bone minnow, it's a nice variant if you have dirtyish water and you're also kind of clean water and you don't feel like swapping. That Ghost Bone minnow will work really good because I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but when you turn it, it kind of fades. When you have it more like facing you, you see a lot more blue and purple. And when you turn it down, you don't see as much. So when it rocks, it does put up a nice little flash off, but also it's pretty, you know, solid color. So when it's dirty out like it was that day, they get chewed. Hybrid bass loved it, and I caught 2 more spots I think on that little crank. But that Cadence 734, I mean, you saw having 2 Cadence 734s, 1 fluoro, 1 braid was able to get me most of my fish that day. If you were going to get one with braid if you're good tying the leader knots. If not, practice, and if not, just run some mono. But the rod's really soft. You can see in the hook set, it loads really deep when you need to, and also it doesn't load too deep that you can still feel your baits cranking, and if it feels like it's in grass, you can feel it and pop it out. So overall, Cadence 734 is the best crankbait rod on the market. So that's it. Overall, another fun day on the Ohio River. I did go back in a couple of the creeks and flip for a few hours and then get bit. So all my luck is still in the main lake or the main river. Need to get better in the creeks, but a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the Ohio River videos. I don't know the next time I'll be on the river, but hope you enjoy these 2 videos. But if you'd like to support the businesses to support me, all their contact information will be in my description. But until then, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.